One of the recommendations is to cease doing pediatric surgery at GBGH because of low pediatric surgery volumes. It's suggested that we transfer any pediatric surgeries to Aurelia, which is a pediatric center of excellence. And there isn't much more explanation for that. There are pediatricians at OSMH, but in fact, it's not clarified that pediatricians don't actually do surgery on children. It's actually surgeons and anesthesiologists who put the children to sleep. When I asked the consultants how many pediatric surgeries they do at OSMH, they didn't know. And when I asked them how many anesthesiologists they have at OSMH, they also didn't know. When you do the math, actually, our group of 3 anesthesiologists put more children to sleep per anesthesiologist than they do at OSMH. Furthermore, the surgeons who perform the surgery actually are surgeons, most importantly probably is Dr. Glenn Thornley, who's an RVH, ear, nose, and throat physician, who just so happens to also care for patients at a clinic in Penetanguishene. So the suggestion that the quality of surgical care for our pediatric patients is suboptimal is something that we've all taken offense to, particularly Dr. Thornley, who's been working for almost 30 years in providing these surgeries. And there's no mention of the important ancillary benefits provided to our community by him providing services at his clinic in Penetanguishene. The lion's share of other surgeries done on pediatrics on children are dental surgeries, which are done by our local dentists and who are very competent and able to provide dental care. And from my experience, to patients who are definitely in need of it and who most likely would have significant challenges in traveling to other communities in order to receive that dental care that they are receiving at GBGH. The larger system problem with cutting out pediatric surgery is that we as anesthesiologists aren't dealing with pediatrics or children on a regular basis. So when emergencies happen, we're still called upon, but we aren't able to maintain our skill sets. And there are myriad options or myriad examples that we can give as to how that's going to affect our system. When you consider that we have 44,000 emergency room visits per year, you can imagine there are some very scary things that happen. So during the summertime, if a toddler is at a Wenda Park and they fall into a fire pit, we're the ones who get called. If there are kids playing on Thunder Beach or grandchildren visiting their grandparents on the beach in tiny beaches, and they have either a bad asthma attack or anaphylaxis from a peanut allergy, they come to our emergency department, and we as anesthesiologists who have expertise in pediatric airway management, we're the ones who are called. So it's incumbent upon us to maintain our skills so that we can help care for these children. And this is not fear-mongering. These are cases we've all seen in our time working after hours on call at GBGH. So I think that recommendation to stop all pediatric surgery is something that was not fully thought through, and I think should be reconsidered. And to their credit, I think that the board members and people involved with decision making are appreciating those nuances to this story. When I discussed with consultants these problems, the recommendation was, oh, well, you can go elsewhere and keep your chops up and then, it'll be okay. My thought was, well, when we're supposed to be providing 360 65-day, 24/7 call coverage, how are we supposed to go somewhere else in order to come back and provide services to our community, right? We're here in our community to provide services, and we are providing those services, and why should we change that?